Hostile contacts.
Hostile kill squad nearby. Stay alert.
Agent eliminated.
What's good, my Division community? Welcome back to another Tom Clancy the Division 2 build video. Yes, you've seen the title. You already know we are back to talk about another clutch build. But hey, this one is different. You know I had to bounce back with this season with the new clutch build. And this one, it ain't with the backfire. This one is with a new contender, a gun that is slept on, a contender that has always been something I've always been wanting to play with. And we're here to talk about the Bullet King matched up with clutch. Oh my god, this is probably one of my favorite PvE builds that I've been playing with for the past week. I've did retaliations, I done control points, I did all types of activities. Believe it or not, I've actually ranked up my season playing with this one set. I didn't use no gear sets, this is just it. And for the clutch lovers out there that subscribe to this channel, you know I had to do it for you. So if you're new, leave a like. If you're a returner person, leave a comment. And if you a hater, man, you already know my slogan. I'll catch you when I catch you. And when I do make a PvP version of this Bullet King version, I might catch you with that on. So let's just dive into it right now. Grab some snacks, grab some popcorn, grab a drink, this is going to be a nice video for you to understand. So let's get straight into it right now. So yeah, now we're going to break this down very fast, or should I say into parts like this. But first, we're going to talk about the specialization. The reason why we're going for the specialization is because there's 3 reasons. Step 1, it has the strongest kit. When I mean it has the strongest kit, you have a kit strength for 10 seconds on when you pop a kit. You have armor and you get health back. There's nothing else in the game that gives you health on kill, which is another reason why we need a specialization. Is gives you health on kill, and there's not another specialization that gives you health when you pop a kit. So this is the only specialization that gives you health on kill and to get health when popping a kit. The other perk that I have with this as well is from when your armor breaks, you put other enemies on fire. That comes in the clutch moments, especially when you get melee. But that's why we have the specialization. You could play with any other specialization, but I'm telling you, it's not going to work the way it worked. Like how I said, for the clutch lovers, y'all already know firewall is the best of the best. So yeah, next we're here to talk about the modifiers. Mainly we're here to talk about the sanitation one, but as you see, we have a current rate of fire 30% and a current damage boost bonus for 30%. And the reason why we have that is because we are in the New York map and we took over both zones, so that's why we're able to get the max of the max. And I'm gonna show you the stats towards the Bullet King soon, but like I said, let's go back to the modifiers. That's how you're gonna get it. So the reason why I chose this modifier is because to me it just works the best of the best with this build. But as you see, sanitation set enemies within a radius on fire while the modifier is active. Each unique enemy set on fire adds 1 stack of sanitation, grants extra damage to burning enemies up to the maximum of 2 stacks for each enemy currently burning. Here's the kicker: repair, let me say that again, repair armor every second. 3 stacks critical hits inflict burning on enemy. So basically any NPC I put on fire or when I crit, I get armor back. You kind of already see, for the people that play with clutch, you already know why this is about to be what it is. But as you see, we have to level it up. I have it to level 5. As you see, a damage stack of 7. It lasts for 55 seconds. It has a 45-second cooldown. Explosion radius is 20 meters. Max stack is 10. And as you see, we have 110% repair on every time we crit or put an enemy on fire. That's why we're going with this. Stay tuned. We're going to get more into that. The passive modifiers is really up to you. I'm always changing these depending on the faction I'm fighting, so this doesn't really matter. This goes in between how you want to play the game. Next, we're here to talk about the Bullet King, right? You see me play with the GR9. This works too for the build, but we're mainly here to talk about the Bullet King. But we're going to talk about the GR9 as well. But the Bullet King, you see it's for 133.78k base damage. You see we have 975 RPM, which is probably not too much, but I believe the standard Bullet King RPM is 700, so adding 30% onto it to bring it up to 975 with a clutch build that's hitting hard, yeah, I feel like this is worth it. You see we have 100 in the mag, but it doesn't really matter because that's the beauty of the gun. You basically never reload. But if you see, we have 30% weapon damage on it, expertise, damage to armor. I finally got that roll. And if you don't know what the Bullet King do, like I just said, this weapon never needs to reload. For every 100 bullets that hit an enemy, replenish some ammo to you and your allies. It comes with 15% critical hit chance, which is good because we are lacking on crit chance, and we also got 20% stability, which is okay. But I know you probably realize this gun has trash accuracy. We're going to dive into that soon. Next, we have the GR9. The reason why we picked this is because it has a 200 mag. I ain't gonna lie, and it has crazy RPM. As you see, it has 1013 RPM, 121.23k base damage, 30% expertise, damage to armor, and you see we got Frenzy on it. And for Frenzy, for every 10 bullets in the magazine capacity, gains 3% rate of fire for 3% weapon damage for 9 seconds. So you already see we're shooting fast as hell. We're clutching, we're killing, bro. Synergy, you already know, Synergy. If you see, we got a built-in C70 non-scope with this GR9 that comes with this. That's 5% critical hit chance, RPM on the magazine if you want to. I could literally change it if I want to. I don't know. Sometimes I'll go to stability. It don't really matter. Sometimes if I want more mag, it's up to you. But and then we have another accuracy or stability really on it. It doesn't really matter. Like I said, you could change it. Sometimes I go back and forth. I have accuracy, stability. It doesn't really matter. It's up to you. But that's will be the weapons that we're using here for right now. No need for the pistol. Ain't no need for that. Now let's talk about the brand sets. You see, we have two-piece palisades. We're going to dive into. We got two-piece palisades for the health on kill, and not for health on kill. I'm sorry. I wish we could get health on kill as a brand set. I don't know why we don't got that yet. We got for the armor on kill. We got 60% health for the two-piece and the one-piece for armor on kill. The reason why I chose this is because I want to get armor on killing stuff on top of the armor that we're getting from clutch, on top of the armor for the modifier. You see how this is just, we just always going to be getting back armor. So that's why we went with this. You could go with Gilligard. You're just going to get 5% total armor, but you ain't going to get the armor on kill, but you're going to get the health. But that's up to you. You basically put a chill out mask on if you want this, but I'd rather get the armor on kill. You see, we got health, crit hit damage, and the crit hit damage mod as well in there. And you see, we had to optimize that as well. You see, we have a Palisade glove. We actually had to unicorn this as well because Palisades normally roll with blue, so we had to switch this to red. You see, we got health and critical hit damage on it as well. And that's what we got for the two-piece Palisades. Now we got three-piece Seska. You know we had to go with three-piece Seska because it's the highest health pool you're going to get in the game. Three-piece Seska, you see, it gives us 8% critical hit chance, which is good for the LMGs. 20% has protection, actually added on with 10%, so that's 30% because you got 10% for your watch. And then we got 90% health, and as you see, this came with critical hit damage, health, and we had to recalibrate the core to put to a blue so we could get more armor as well. Now we have a Seska chest piece, same thing, but just we got obliterate, critical hits, increase total weapon damage, stacks up to 20%, so we're getting more damage on top of the Bullet King. So we're getting 20% damage on top of 30% on top of an expertise 30%. Come on, y'all see what we going on. Y'all see what's going on here. We got critical hit chance, health, and critical hit chance, so we get more crit chance on the Bullet King. Now we're here to talk about the beauty of them all, the Devil's Due, my favorite backpack, Perfect Clutch. See, we got all reds, but this is different. See, usually I would put health for the weapon handling, but I added more weapon handling to get more accuracy for the Bullet King. That's how you see the Bullet King is actually, you know, shooting far. But we have a special contender for that too, but you're gonna see why I added that. If you don't want to put weapon handling, you could put whatever you want, crit chance or health, but in this case I went with more weapon handling, and I'm going to show you that soon. But if you don't know, Perfect Clutch, if you're below 20% armor, critical hits, repair 2.5 missing armor. Remember what I said? Critical hits, sanitation, you already see. Kills allow you up to repair up to 100% armor for 4 to 10 seconds based on the number of reds that you have. And you see, we have 1, 2, 3, we have 4 reds. So I could drop my armor down. Sometimes I go to 1.1, but I feel more comfortable in 1.3. Well, you see we have 4 reds, so clutch is going instantly. Now to talk about the slept on, you see we have the new named holster from the new brand set, which is called Urban Lookout. It's called Spot On. We have 10% accuracy, right? And then we have 38% accuracy added on to that, and we got a crit hit chance mod. Not a mod, a crit hit chance row on the bottom, sorry. But you see what I'm talking about? We have so much accuracy, so that's why we have this Bullet King shooting like a beam. You see this? You see every time I shoot this Bullet King, it like the cursor goes straight in. That's how we are hitting all our shots from far. And that's what makes this holster so special. So you see we have the weapon handling, we have the accuracy. I'm telling you, this is, it might not give you damage. That's what I'm gonna tell people. People think accuracy, reload speed, optimal range, that's not giving you DPS. That is made up DPS because you are landing further shots, you are reloading faster. I call those utility talents. You know, that's not basically crit damage or crit chance, but I always say this: what's the point of having all that crit damage or crit chance if you're not accurate enough to land your shots, you know? So that's why this Bullet King is spitting crazy. And then on top of that, we times that with the GR9. The GR9 already have good accuracy. Look, we got 30% accuracy on top of what I'm about to show you. So I'm gonna dive into the stats right now. You see, we got 57% crit hit chance on this Bullet King, 105 crit hit damage, and I know for normal that's low, but you see how I'm shredding NPCs because of the modifier. We're getting all that weapon damage on top of it. And as you see, we have 66% accuracy and 38% stability. You see what I'm saying, guys? This gun is redonkulous. You don't never have to reload. I'm telling you, all you literally have to do is aim and shoot. I'm telling you, you're gonna just clutch up and destroy everything. I'm telling you. Now to the GR9. You see the GR9 got 96% accuracy. Come on, guys. That means as soon when I shoot this gun, the cursor is going to get instantly tiny to the point where I can hit any weak point, any corner peak. It doesn't really matter. The accuracy on this on top of Frenzy is ridiculous. And you see we got 48% stability, because sometimes with the Frenzy, this gun could kind of go a little bit out of control. But as you see, we got 52% crit chance and 105 crit damage on this as well. Let's go for our survivability. We got 1,000,000 health, and as you see, we have over 30% hazard protection, like I said, because of the Seska and the watch. You see what's going on here, and then let me see GR9. Look at that, it's just tiny, you know what I'm saying? So that's why this is special. Now let's talk about the skills before we get out of here. I have a Reviver Hive and I have a Defender Drone. You could play with any other skill that you want, but you cannot use a shield because we're playing with LMGs, and if you know, you can't use shields with LMGs. So this build is actually skillful, because most builds that I see, you have to play with shields. I'm actually not playing with a shield with this, and I am dominating content like it's nothing. So again, it might take some time to get used to it. I'm not gonna lie, when you start off with low modifiers, you gotta build up the modifiers to get the build to hit what it is. But trust me, when you do what I told you, if you just come towards the New York maps and take over the zones, getting the max 30% RPM and weapon damage on your build is going to be very simple. So that's what I have to say about that. Hopefully I go try this out. Like how I said, I have way more of these builds coming, but you know I had to come back with a clutch build, because a lot of people have been commenting asking me how are these clutch builds going to work in this season, and I didn't really have no worries because I always know it's going to work. I always knew it was going to work. But now I actually have a gun that I've actually liked, that I've been trying to play with for a long time, and this season is actually making this gun viable. Yeah, I think a lot of y'all should try out this Bullet King with this build. But yeah, if you're new, leave a like. If you're a returning person, leave a comment. And if you're a hater, man, you already know my slogan. I'll catch you when I catch you. And like how I said, stay tuned, because I'm going to be having a Bullet King PvP version coming out soon. But stay safe out there, having a super day. Hopefully y'all enjoy this video, and I'll catch y'all my next build. Peace, y'all.